Howdy folks, Darren Boot Clark coming to you live from the mean streets of El Lago in the But Did You Die podcast studios. And I want to talk to you about my latest project, the But Did You Die podcast. This is a podcast that was inspired by another podcast that I listened to by Marcus Luttrell. It's called Team Never Quit. And this podcast touches my heart every week. It's about people that have overcome adversity and gone on to do great things. And he's interviewing the baddest, brightest, toughest hombres out there. People that I would hopefully someday aspire to interview. But I know that life is hard and everybody's going through it. And we all have stories of overcoming adversity. And we're all doing our best to get through this thing called life. So I want to interview the everyday American and tell their stories. Because what I've found is that it's healing for the person to tell their story, but it's also inspiring for people that are going through kind of the same things that the story is being told. So this will be people that have all walks of life, people that have been homeless, people that have overcome adversity. Maybe they got a bad start on life. Maybe they were abused. Maybe they overcome an addiction. They've beat a medical adversity. One gentleman I interviewed has been homeless, and now he was homeless by choice to do great things for his family, and that's so inspiring. That story in itself is awesome. I'll be interviewing vets, people that have gone through career, and then how they transition and what they're doing and how they get out. So if you've got a story, I want to hear about it, and if you're so inclined, I'll put you on and I'll interview you, and we'll get your message out there. And that's the podcast, right? But I want to do something bigger. This is a 6-month project I've been working on, and one of the podcasts was about Team Never Quit. Was on the topic was human trafficking, and I found out through doing my research, it kind of hit me deep down that Houston is the hub of human trafficking for the United States, at least one of them, and human trafficking in the United States is epic proportion. And I want to do my part. Well, I'm not former law enforcement, and I'm not former military special forces or an operator. But so I can't be on the tip of the spear. But you know what I can do? I can fund the tip of the spear. So I started a company called a non-for-profit, and all the money that will be going from this company, all the profits will be going to funding the stopping of human trafficking and the guys that are on the front lines doing that. And the company's called Coffee to the Rescue. So what I'm going to be doing is selling craft coffee, small batch, roasted beans, either in full bean format, roasted format, or in ground format, in 1 pound bags. And for $20, you're going to get some of Texas' most exclusive coffee. And it'll be roasted right here in the main streets of El Lago, from a friend of mine's company who's private labeling it, and Robbie White's doing this for me. And for $20, you'll get a pound of coffee, and you will be saving lives with every sip. That's the big thing. That's because I've realized that my efforts are one thing, but the efforts of many, we can achieve great things. And I've got lofty goals. I want to raise $10,000 to stop human trafficking, and if we can do that, then let's set our next goal. But I'm asking you guys to jump in. Most of you guys and gals drink coffee anyway. Spend the $20, get a pound of fresh ground coffee or fresh roasted beans, and know that you're doing something good with every sip of coffee you drink. You're saving lives. So that's kind of the whole deal behind this, the method to my madness, and I'm looking forward to it. I've got several interviews done, and man, it's inspiring. I get motivated and fired up every single time I talk to people, and these are people that are close every day, friends and family members that I've talked to who have just gone through this thing called life, and I know you've got those stories out there too. So let's put our heads together, see who we can think that I should interview, and then let's do it. Let's put you on the podcast. It'll be on a YouTube channel, the But Did You Die channel, and if you've got an idea for a story, email me at butdidyouDie2020 @gmail.com, and go to my Coffee to the Rescue store and you can buy coffee there. I'll get it shipped out to you. There's 6 different varieties right now, and you'll be able to buy coffee and know you're doing something good at the same time. Until next time, this is Darren Boot Clark coming to you from the mean streets of Ilago with the Bit Did You Die podcast, stopping human trafficking through Coffee to the Rescue. I know that's a lot, but watch this again and you'll get it all if you didn't get it the first time. Until next Sunday, have a good one, folks.